वैनकूवर विखे फैडरल इमीग्रेशन मंत्री सीन फ्रेजर ने अपने देश ते रूसी हमलिਆਂ ਕਾਰਨ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਿਤ ਹੋਏ ਯੂਕਰੇਨੀਅਨਜ਼ ਲਈ ਸਹਾਇਤਾ ਪ੍ਰਦਾਨ ਕਰਨ ਬਾਰੇ ਚਰਚਾ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬ੍ਰਿਟਿਸ਼ ਕੋਲੰਬੀਆ ਦੇ ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪਲ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੌਥਨ ਕਲੇਨ ਅਤੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ ਫਰੀਸਨ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੋਏ।
Look, I got to say, the last number of weeks have been just extraordinary to watch unfold for the worst possible reason. We've seen a war of aggression launched by Vladimir Putin with a further invasion into Ukraine, challenging the territorial integrity, sovereignty, and right to self-determination of the Ukrainian people. This is the kind of thing that I recall studying out of academic interest, but to now be living it with such a real-time practical application is horrifying beyond words. If I take any silver lining from the last few weeks of my experience serving as Canada's Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, it's that Canadians, not just at the different levels of government or the settlement sector, but Canadians in our communities from every corner of this country have said that we want to do our part. There's no question in my mind, to Chris's point, that Canada is the very best in the world when it comes to resettling people for humanitarian purposes. But this latest challenge is like nothing we've ever seen. This need to respond in real time to people who are seeking a temporary safe haven is not something that our systems that pre-existed this war of aggression were designed to do. We've invented from scratch a temporary protection model, and I like the way you described it, sort of a build it as you go. When you invent something new to respond to a crisis, you understand that there are obstacles that reveal themselves along the way, and you have to adjust as you go. And I've been so proud of the way that I've seen our government, provincial governments, local governments, and Canadians adjust. I think back to the early days of our planning for this particular crisis. We, in the middle of January 19th to be more precise, started preparing with an internal task force to IRCC. We began an operational readiness mission by putting biometric kits and human resources in the region to deal with the potential influx of people into Europe, to the west of Ukraine, who might be seeking to come to Canada. We made a decision at that time to waive all of the fees associated with Canada's immigration process for Ukrainian nationals. We extended the ability of people who were already in Canada to stay here so they wouldn't be forced to go back at the end of their study permit or work permit. We also started expediting every application that was in our system that was attached to a Ukrainian national. But we knew that we needed to do more. And that's why we created the Canada-Ukraine Authorization for Emergency Travel to provide a temporary safe haven to people who were seeking to find safe haven, but want it to go back when it's safe for them to do so. I'm very pleased to share that this program launched on March 17th and had a 2-week processing period.